Have you ever looked at someone and wondered why they're successful and you're not? Why they seemingly get to have an easier life and receive massive gains for minimal effort? What makes someone experience these things? Is it fate, luck, environment, genetics, or maybe it's all of these things? Well, what if I told you none of these things matter? What if I told you that you can be just as and more successful than anyone out there if you gain the right knowledge and put it to use? In Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the author Robert Kiyasaki gets a unique perspective on life by being taught by two fathers as a child, one rich and one poor. By looking at both dads, one might think they're not so different. They both work equally hard, they both value educations, and they both teach Robert all they know about life. What Robert came to realize was that their views on life were completely opposite, and because of this he had to make a decision. Which dad would he choose to follow? He chose his rich dad, and the lessons you're about to hear is everything the rich dad gave to Robert as he was growing up. Lesson number 1, the rich don't work for money. Study hard so you can find a good company to work for, poor dad. Study hard so you can find a good company to buy, rich dad. Most people today believe that the best way to make money involves something like this. You first go to middle school for the first 12 years of your life and learn about all different kinds of subjects. You then graduate and go to a 4-year high school, which again teaches you those subjects at a higher level. Finally, once you graduate high school, you take out a student loan ranging anywhere from $10,000 to $60,000 to attend college. While at college, you decide the job you want to specialize in for the rest of your life and eventually graduate with your degree. Once you graduate with your degree, you find a job willing to hire you and hopefully work your way up the ranks to get pay raises and promotions, which will earn you more and more money, allowing you to buy all the things you want in life. This may seem like a safe plan, but problems eventually arise over time when people find out that getting rich isn't about earning more money. In fact, Rich Dad compares earning more money as earning more problems without the right knowledge. Would you consider yourself wealthy if you made $10,000 a month but used up 100% of it on expenses and had none left by the end of the month? In America alone, 55% of people live like this, living paycheck to paycheck to survive because along the quest of earning more money, people get caught up in spending more money and get trapped in the cycle known as the rat race, which the majority of working people are in today and don't even realize it. The average person gets up every day going to a job they're not fulfilled by, controlled by the fear of what would happen if they couldn't pay their bills, and by the desire of getting the next car, phone, house, or fill in the blank to make them appear rich, while actually being far from it. The rich don't do this. They may also go to college, but instead of working under people all their lives, most rich people use their time to gain knowledge in different areas that will guarantee them streams of revenue from different sources and invest their money into further sources so they get their money making more money for them. Instead of using their time for money and having only one source of income, they use their money for money, which often compounds over time and sets the wheel in motion that generates more and more money, oftentimes allowing the rich to literally earn money while they sleep. This is completely different from the common mindset of get an education, find a good job, work your way up, and you'll be fine. Lesson number 2, learning financial liberty. Money doesn't matter, poor dad. Money is power, rich dad. At a young age, Robert Kiyasaki was told an integral secret in the difference between the poor, middle class, and rich. This secret is so simple, yet so powerful that once you understand it for yourself, you will realize how simple it is to become rich. The secret is this: rich people acquire assets, poor people acquire liabilities, and the middle class acquire liabilities that they think are assets. You might be asking what assets and liabilities are. Well, an asset is anything that puts money in your pocket, and a liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It's that simple. Once you learn how to differentiate between assets and liabilities in your own life, you can start working to gain more assets and liabilities that continually make you more money instead of having to continually take out more money. The cash flow of the poor looks something like this. They earn income from the salary of their jobs, but unfortunately that income goes directly into expenses, which immediately drains them of all their income. The cash flow of the middle class is very similar. The only difference is that the middle class make more money than their expenses, but use to spend on liabilities that turn into more expenses like car payments, school loans, credit card debt, and more. The cash flow of the rich is the most different and directly opposite of the latter two. The rich gain income from assets they build over time, and although they may still have liabilities, their assets continually make more money than they spend, allowing them to be in a continual surplus. In truth, wealth is not luck at all. It's applied knowledge mixed with consistent discipline. Lesson number 3. Work to learn. Don't work for money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Poor dad. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Rich dad. Studies show the amount of income your parents make will be proportionate to the amount of income you make as a worker. You see, parents always pass down what they've learned throughout their life to their children, so if a parent goes through life earning a middle-class income, the child will receive middle-class knowledge. Likewise, if a parent goes through life earning an upper-class income, then the child will receive upper-class knowledge. If a child wants to change his class, he must change his knowledge. Unfortunately, school doesn't teach children how to manage finances, make money, or start their own businesses. School only teaches people how to be good workers and make other people rich. This is why it's so important for you to seek knowledge and never stop seeking it. All rich people continue to learn more and more after college and never stop. Because of this, they continue to grow. Seek out mentors, read books, go outside your comfort zone, go for the things you want, learn from your failures, and continue to grow. Once you stop growing, you stagnate, and once you stagnate, it's only a matter of time until someone who's hungrier than you passes you. The rich understand this. Look at professional sports players. They never stop training. They never stop trying to improve themselves. Life is a continual game of growth, improvement, and succession over who you were the day before in every discipline. The rich are in their position not out of luck, but because they have simply learned how to become rich and continue to learn more and more. The poor are poor because they don't know how to become rich. All it takes to become rich is knowledge. Knowledge is the most important thing, and without it, even if you somehow came across a large sum of money, you would soon lose it all because you don't have the knowledge to keep it. If you learn this lesson, you will grow into a wise, wealthy, and happy young man. If you don't, you will spend your life blaming a job, low pay, or your boss for your problems. You'll live life always hoping for that big break that will solve all your money problems. Rich Dad. Thank you. Until next time, this is Success Mindset, and remember, dreams do come true.